What's up guys, and welcome to my very first tutorial. So today the purpose of the video is to show you how I do a regular eyebrow routine, and this is very simple. It's something that I do when I'm in a rush and everything, so it shouldn't be very difficult. My face is bare. I just washed it, doesn't have any moisturizer or anything, so I'm just going to show you a quick way of how I do with my hair. Water in here, and I normally put orange pills or lavender oil, essential oils and stuff, but I have decided that I should use the orange pills because this is something that everyone has access to. So I let this ferment for like 24 hours. After you get the pills off the oranges, and then you place it into the water that has like maybe a handful of rice. You should wash the rice though before you ferment it. Then after 24 hours you refrigerate and go ahead. So I comb through with my afro comb and I put it into a ponytail. Now my hair is very difficult to deal with sometimes, really curly and painful sometimes, so I'm gonna tie it into a tiny ponytail, as you can see right here. I really cannot just use one round of scrunch and stuff, so I have to be very creative when I'm working with my hair. So after I have placed it into a ponytail, I brush it so that it becomes smooth. Sometimes I add I use a little gel just to get it all flat and stuff. If you have freeze gel or any gel that puts hair together, you can use that too. So I do the exact same thing to the other side. Just make sure everything is smooth and looking really cute. So now I'm going to show you how I do my eyebrows. The simple one, I only use a few things. I have a spoolie and then this small little concealer brush, and I also use the Eco Styling gel. If you do not have the makeup gel or the brow gel, so the first thing I do is to scoop my eyebrows, in the direction which they naturally flow. Then I take my pencil, it's pretty sharp, I use that pencil. Now I'm defining my eyebrows to be in their natural floor. Then when I take my pencil, I start I start stroking upward strokes with my pencil in the direction of my natural hair. So you should never make your eyebrow thicker than it usually is, because that way it looks really weird. You're just kind of filling in your brows, and when there is no hair, that's when you improvise and make your own eyebrow shape, but just try to make it as realistic as possible because you don't want to look like a clown. This is regular makeup that even when you're going to a very subtle event, you can do this eyebrow so you can see the difference. It's not too different, but the other one has been filled in and the other one has not. So I suppose that shouldn't be difficult. So now I'm using the brow gel. Like I said, you can still use the freeze gel, guys. You can still use that. and I am stroking my brushes to come into place. Now this gives the effect of, it really defines the hairs, and it's really beautiful. So I take my concealer by MAC, then I clean up my brow from the bottom. Now if you really notice, it's not exactly underneath. I am not placing the product right underneath my brow. It's millimeters below the brow. So just to make it perfect, I just go under the brow, then I start stroking upward, like you can see. I'm sorry, sometimes the terminology is challenging, but you have to bear with me. Okay, so I'm just perfecting my brows so that it looks really defined, detailed and all. So I do the same thing on top, but I use a different shade, which is the shade that is around the same complexion as me. So I use it on top to also clean up the top of the brow. And then after that, I blend all the concealer into the skin so that everything looks seamless. I just realized that the other side was thicker than my first eyebrow. So this is the beauty of using concealer, because you can always correct. So now I'm just using that concealer to thin out that other eyebrow. So now I took my moisturizer. You can use any moisturizer that you have. And since today is no foundation day or anything, it's just, natural makeup tutorial. I'm just taking my face powder from MAC Studio Fix and dabbing it throughout my face to get that oily face out and go about my day. Just took mascara, added to my eyelashes. So as you can see, you really do not need foundation sometimes to look okay. If you're rushing, and I normally do this is my daily thing. So I have a little lipstick on, not very defined, and just a little bit of everything. So guys, that's all for the video, and thank you guys for watching. Forgive my terminology and everything. This is my very first video and it's really tough, but until next time, I'm gonna improve and bring you better videos and better quality. Bye.